showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Oregon's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finds his man on the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. You start the season, top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Got his man. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The 40, inside the 30, inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of...
And he muffs it. It's loose. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Got the first down. At the 45 on its way. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. To the ground. He's got it again. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Ducks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Drops back. It's Washington. Tight end getting vertical. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
In the backfield, it's Durham. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They did.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Runs for the tackle. He now has 80 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Moore from the gun on third down. Finds his target. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched.
It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Gives it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Oh, he's got some space. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Now, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line in that front.
Upstairs to make the catch. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll leave it with the lone back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. Pass to 6. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the stats in what has been a high-scoring early part of this game. No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Right side, it's Johnson. And that one did not work.
Nobody fooled defensively there. They throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, hoping to set up some blocks, but on the perimeter, they get beat at the point of attack, and the defense actually creates a negative play.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. Down, but the big play will move the sticks. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Looking to pass. It's Washington. He's got the back in the middle. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. There's some room. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dante Moore. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Moore to the air. Under pressure. He's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Hey, guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll need a bunch on second down. Sees an alley. Enough to move the chains. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Moore throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the return, it's Manning. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Sellers. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Flips it out to the back. Hard running there. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a net.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting it.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
Got some room to run. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing more. Rolls right. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hits inside, it's Edwards. There he goes. Past the 50. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 10 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Tigers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Maryland! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened, what did I do wrong. You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Looking for space, it's Edwards. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Moore to throw. Rushes on. Just got rid of that one.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Unloads to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, final. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Hauls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Red 54! Red 54! Again, it's Moore. He's got it on the move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Dante Moore. Left side is Edwards. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Escapes the pressure going right. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Oregon! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Manning. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
Turning on the Jets. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And he gets it away.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Second down to the air. Look out. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Almost picked off.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might as well run him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Going right and going deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run with Watson. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Manning. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Sellers. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. At the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Terrapins!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moore. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Moore. Makes the catch and he's free. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, it's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next round.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Here's a give to Watson. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to...
Snags it, and there's running. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quick give. It's Edwards.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Handoff again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. possible upset two really good teams, Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.